I got this from Dollar Tree for half price. These are prints from Delightful Doll's website to use for my book Nook. And these are the books after I have cut them. And I'm using a magazine, the spine, to see how it is with filling the book jackets versus foam board. And I prefer the foam board because it takes a lot to cut through the magazine. It's really nice. Using the spine works really well, but it just takes too much cutting and my hands just cannot handle it. So if you want to try that. And also I use the adhesive that popped on the screen. That's what I typically use, but I could not find it. So I had to use a double-sided 8.5 by 11 sheet. And it was like I had to cut the book jackets all over again. So look for those sticky dots because they really come in handy. It's like having a Xyron on a sheet and it puts the adhesive on the back. And now I am painting the frame that will be my window in the book Nook. Even though I showed this black one, when I removed the glass, I had to use the glass because I broke the frame. I broke the glass in the other one. So that's why you see the black frame. But I'm going through and selecting the photo that I want to use as my backdrop for the book Nook. And I've selected one. And even though I put it into this black, that is not the frame I use. I used the white one that I showed earlier in the video. This is Dollar Tree paper that I'm using to put on the back of the book Nook. And now I'm just mixing up some water and white paint and painting these little drawers that came in the book Nook. I put them at the bottom so that you could use it like, say, a mudroom and store like shoes or whatnots in those little drawers. I didn't pull it out, but I did put some shoes in the bottom of it, but I didn't pull it out in the video. And this is me cutting the seat for the book Nook. And I don't give measurements because when I'm doing something that's specific to myself and not something that's general, I do it by eye and I don't measure, which is not a good thing. But my measurements are going to differ than your measurements. So it makes no sense for me to give out any measurements. But I am using leftover presentation board and I double it up to make my seat for the seat cushion. And what I'm going to wrap it in is a gray, sort of like, it's not fleece, but it's fabric that I got from Dollar Tree, which sheds a lot when you go to cut it. But I wrap it around the double presentation board. And I adhered it all using double-sided tape rather than hot glue, because hot glue for me tends to be very messy and I burn myself a lot. So if I don't have to use hot glue, I would rather use double-sided tape or those sticky sheets or some other type of glue, because it's just hot glue and me, we're not friends. Oh, I don't know why it went silent, but here's me. I don't know why this board is like this. And then I'm going to show you the finished book Nook. I used their paper clips. It's like a double paper clip, but not the typical curved straight. It's like a paper clip for like 50 sheets, say, of paper. I used that for the legs on the front part of the book Nook seat that I covered with the gray fur or faux fur, just to give it a little different look to it, and that it didn't look like it was just hanging out there. And I did use hot glue for that to adhere them to the bottom. Then I added my books. I have some mini brands books, but the majority of them were made using prints from Delightful Dolls, her website. And I also printed some from My Froggy Stuff because her books were the first ones I ever made, but they were too tall for this small book Nook. So I used the majority of the mini brands and the ones from Delightful Dolls to make my book Nook. And a couple decor items, but not many. I wanted to fill my shelves mostly with books. I have some more that I still have to add, but I hope you like it. Now, what should I do with the remaining drawers? I know I could 3D print some Kallax cubes, but I don't know if I want to do that. What do you think? Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.